Okay, so functions and operators. I'm just going to explain this as simply as I can with just one module for simplicity's sake. And yeah, so here I actually already have one set up for a variable name called confirmation. And the way that I set this up, I'll go ahead and get rid of this now, is by just clicking in this text box and clicking the if function. And it tells you how it works up there. So I can click if, and this right here is essentially what I'm building is a true false checker, right? So what I can change here instead of confirmation is uh, true or false, right? And you put your expression here. And it doesn't just have to be an operator from here. It can be an operator from any one of these. You can put any sort of expression in here and it'll evaluate it. So let's say I do 5, and you have to click these operators. You can't actually type in plus from your computer. Unfortunately, that does not work. So if I do 5 plus, we'll go ahead and say 3, and then if I can find the equal sign, it might not be here. 5 plus 3, we'll go ahead and say greater than or equal to 10, and we know that it is not, right? If we hit OK, we save it, and we run it, you can see that the evaluation that we get is false. And I can actually, let me change the name so it's not confusing why there's a dummy, a double colon there. And so right here, you can see that it evaluates the false because this expression is false. It's not true. Whereas now if I change this to say just 1, 5 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 1, and I hit OK, I save, and I run it again, it'll evaluate to true. So, I mean, there are a lot of different uses. You just have to get creative and kind of explore and see what works for you. You can use it for different cycles as well. Instead of just one cycle, you can do one execution. And you can have this set to anything. It could be the date, the time, all types of different things. It can be used to format numbers. So it can be used to format decimals. It can be used to parse numbers, find the average of a set of numbers, right? There's a lot of different cool things that you can do with functions and operators. This is just a very simplistic example, and in later videos I'll try to use it as much as possible and show you guys how, in scenarios that I've created and in automations that I've created, how I've gotten to become familiar with more complex functions. So for now, that is functions in Make.